the shortest work trip I've taken so far since the pandemic started, I think, right? Just 2 weeks. Normally it's like a month.
Couple weeks. All alone in the desert.
All alone. Good luck. Don't freeze. Don't burn up. Don't get bitten by any more cactuses or scorpions.
Rattlesnakes.
Maybe just stay inside.
The woman who owned this property before we somehow ended up here, it is a very long story. I'm sure we'll get into it in a future video. We could probably do a whole video just about that, but she was going into retirement, and so she bought this land out here kind of in the middle of nowhere and had this little cabin built, this off-grid cabin, and then I think that she used it as like a part-time retreat. You know, she was a painter. You can actually see that there's like a few spots where there's like paint, you know, that might have dripped off of an easel or whatever. So I assume that she just came out here, presumably alone, and would spend weeks at a time just kind of creating and taking care of the property. She did a lot of gardening, which obviously takes a lot of effort in this kind of an environment. And, you know, if she could be out here alone, I think I could totally do it as well. I figure I probably don't really have a whole lot to worry about being out here, and I'm really looking forward to it. I think that, you know, I'm going to try to work on a few different videos. I got some creative ideas I want to explore. Obviously, I'm going to be doing some work on the tiny house and maybe playing some guitar, and should be nice. It'll be weird not having Shannon around. I'm definitely going to miss her, but, you know, for just a couple of weeks, there could be some positives in this. Sorry guys, gonna have to get used to that sound of the generator in the background. I'm probably gonna have to run it for a while. The Blue Eddy is pretty much dead, and I figure, you know, if it's gonna be snowing like this all day, which it looks like we might get some snow here. It's already accumulating. It might turn into a few inches over the next couple of hours, so might as well work in front of the computer, but in order to do that, I need power, so gonna have to run that generator, but it is what it is, you know. Hopefully we can get the Blue Eddy nice and charged up, and who knows, maybe the sun will peek out again this afternoon. If there's one thing I've noticed about being out here, it's that the weather is very unpredictable. You look at your phone and it says that something's gonna happen, and then 5 hours later, the next day, it's completely different from what it originally said. Realize it's probably not the best idea to run a generator when it's snowing and wet like this. I don't have a lot of experience with generators, but I looked it up, and you know, just to be safe, I decided to cut it off. I did get the Blue Eddy pretty charged up though, more than enough for at least the next few hours, and then hopefully by then this little snowstorm will pass and it'll dry up out there a little bit. This was a lot of snow. It's like 6 inches of snow out here. Like a lot of snowmen right now. I accidentally made it too hot inside the cabin. The wood stove is like burning me out, so decided to come out here, cool off, check on the tiny house. This snow is pretty crazy. This was definitely not in the forecast, at least not that I was aware of. And there's this little town not too far away from here. It's like this like former ghost town that's like becoming this like touristy artist kind of place. Really, really cool area. I can't wait to show you guys around in a future video. But down there, I'm pretty sure it's just raining. But we're up maybe 600, 700 feet higher in elevation, and that has clearly been all the difference here. We are getting a lot of snow, and it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon. It's definitely an upgrade over the last time I made a snowman out here a few days ago. This has been kind of a nice surprise today. I've just been out here and can't stop smiling. I'm really enjoying it. I guess I missed the snow a little bit. Can't remember the last time I did that. Maybe when I was a kid. I did grow up around snow, but over the last so many years, I really haven't seen too much of it. I did also used to ski. Some of you guys, maybe who have been following along for a long time, will remember I think my third video I ever did on this channel was a skiing video, and that was the last time that I skied, maybe 6 years ago. It was actually here in New Mexico, though, ironically or coincidentally, and feels kind of good to be reunited with the snow. I mean, sure, I can't get out of the driveway. There's no way the element is going down there right now. Maybe the truck will make it. Might have to put some weight in the back or something, but I'm just going to enjoy it, and I'm sure that most of this will start melting by tomorrow.
Different, but remember, winter's long there, you and I, kissing a whiskey by the fire, with the snow outside. And when summer comes, the river shims at midnight, shiver cold, touch the bottom there, you and I, with muddy toes, stay up. I want you not to go, but you should. It was good as good. Stay or leave. I want you not to go, but you did. So what to do with the rest of the day's afternoon hay? And isn't it strange how we change everything we did? Did I do all that I could? That I should have done?
The sun is finally coming out this evening, but at the same time, it's still snowing. The snow is still coming down. I think this is the first time I've ever seen this. Sun and a snowstorm or snow shower at the same time. And somehow the snow is like melting out here. Like we've definitely lost a little bit of snow. I think maybe partially because it rained, but also because of the sunlight. But at the same time, it's still coming down, and like off in the distance on the mountain, like it's very clearly coming down pretty hard up at the higher elevation over there. It's a very strange place out here in the high desert. Should be kind of fun today to watch the snow melt right before my eyes. It's going to get up into like the high 50s, and it's going to be a beautiful day outside, so I can't imagine there's going to be a whole lot of snow left come late this evening at least. And I am going to spend most of the day today, though, working in front of the computer. I wasn't able to get a whole lot done yesterday because I didn't have enough power, especially in terms of like editing. Editing video uses a lot of juice, and I wasn't really getting anything from the solar panels, and I ran the generator for a few hours, but I actually am pretty much out of gas as well. I do need to head into town at some point. I might go this evening or possibly first thing tomorrow morning, get some gas, got to get some groceries. I'm out of orange juice. That's about a catastrophe waiting to happen tomorrow morning. I can't survive without my OJ, as you guys know, and then I got to get a few other things, really particularly stuff for the tiny house. Can't really do a lot with the tiny house right now because I don't have any materials, so I'm probably going to take the truck and load it up with some 2x4s. I might buy a shower. That's all going to be part of the Tiny House Tuesday series that we're doing every other Tuesday, so be sure to tune in on every other Tuesday if you want to follow along with the interior conversion of that. And yeah, we're about an hour from town, from Santa Fe and Albuquerque, both major cities, and that's about what we have to drive in order to get groceries, in order to get drinking water. The nearest gas station is like 30 minutes away, so it's definitely a commitment in order to leave the property and kind of go up there. And obviously when you do that drive, you want to make the most of it and get everything done that you need to do, and that ends up taking quite a while. I wouldn't mind grabbing a hot shower at one of the local Planet Fitnesses as well. Obviously we don't have access to that here in this little house right now. So this happened not too long ago. I went to put the camera on the tripod. I thought that the quick release plate had latched. It didn't latch, and it fell straight off from the top of the tripod all the way down to the floor. Hit it really hard right in front of the fridge. I fear this may be the end of my beloved GH5. Unfortunately, the screen obviously doesn't work anymore, and actually the viewfinder as well, it doesn't work. It's not showing any image. It's completely unusable. I did call a couple of camera shops, and I actually spoke with somebody in Santa Fe, and he basically said that because New Mexico has such a small population, there's basically nobody in the entire state who would be able to or willing to try to fix that camera for me. So I'm probably gonna have to send it in, mail it into Panasonic or somebody. That could take a month. It could take longer. I've had some really bad experiences with that kind of thing in the past, especially with supply chain the way that it is. So it's gonna be a while before I'm able to use that camera again. Maybe won't be able to use it ever again. So we'll have to see. It's a bummer. It is what it is, though. Mistakes happen, accidents happen. I've dropped cameras before, but never had that bad a result from dropping a camera. I do have another camera. This is my Canon, but it has some pretty major quirks. One being that it is dedicated for astrophotography. It's been modified to let in like H-alpha light, and that's why everything looks really red right now. I'm gonna try to fix it in post-production, but I'm probably not going to be able to get rid of it entirely. It's not really meant for daytime use. I just got this camera, so at least it's unfortunate that I have something, and I can't wait to use it out here under the night sky. We haven't really had a good night. It's been cloudy, full moon, really cold, but in the next week or so, it looks like I'm going to get a chance to get it out and really put it to the test. So I'm looking forward to that. I got a lot of things planned over the next week and a half that I'm out here alone. It has been weird without Shannon. But at the same time, she had to go to San Francisco for work. That's why she was there. I don't know if I've mentioned that yet or not. But yeah, she had to go for a big meeting. They have like a semi-annual meeting that she needed to be there for. So I'm kind of enjoying it, though, just making the most of it out here. And like I said, I got a few things planned, a couple of fun projects I'm going to be doing. I'm going to try to share that over the next couple of videos, though. And hopefully by then I can get a replacement camera or figure something out here. But thanks for watching. I'll talk to y'all in the next one.